Hola! In this video, we're going to be taking a look at what cognates are, and we're going to look at how you can decide if a word is a cognate with another word. So, first of all, what is a cognate? Cognates are generally two words in different languages that meet these two requirements. First of all, they have to sound similar. And second of all, they have to have similar meanings. So an example of a cognate would be cat and gato. Cat and gato are cognates because cat sounds like gato, and also they mean the same thing. A gato is a cat in Spanish. Two words that are not cognates would be dog and perro. Dog doesn't sound like the word perro, even though they both mean the same thing. They both mean dog. Here are two more cognates, paper and papel in Spanish. These two words are cognates because they sound similar and they mean the same thing. They both mean paper. Here are two more cognates, light and luz. They both mean light and they have similar sounds. Even though their sounds aren't super close, they're close enough that they can be cognates. So some cognates are very similar, like paper and papel, and some cognates are not as similar, like light and luz. Book and libro are not cognates. Libro means book in Spanish, but it doesn't sound like the word book. Some cognates you have to think a little bit more in order to find what the cognate is. So libro, if you're trying to remember the word libro in Spanish, you can't think libro sounds like book, but you can think of other words that sound like libro and have a similar meaning, even if it's not the exact same. So in English, we have the word library. Library and libro are cognates. They both have to do with books, even though the word library doesn't mean book. It's a place where you have books. So you can use the word library to help you remember the word libro, which means books. Hand and mano are not cognates, but there are cognates in English to the word mano in Spanish. Can you think of any? Some cognates to the word mano in English are manual and manipulate. So the word manual, as in manual labor, means something you're doing with your hands. So manual labor is work you're doing with your hands. Manipulate means to move something around, and you generally manipulate or move things around with your hands. So mano and manipulate and mano and manual are all cognates. Now, there are things called false cognates, and that is when two words sound similar but don't have the same meaning. So if you have two words in different languages, English and Spanish in our examples, that sound similar, but they have different meanings, that means they're false cognates. An example of that would be grocery and groseria in Spanish. These two words look very similar. Grocery and groseria sound similar, but groseria does not mean grocery. Groseria means a swear word. So groceries and swear words are very different things, so you can't say these are cognates. Here are some more false cognates. Embarrassed and embarazada. Embarazada means pregnant. So you would never want to say estoy embarazada because you would be saying I'm pregnant, and then you would be even more embarrassed. Here is one last set of false cognates, exit and éxito. In Spanish, éxito means success. Success and exit don't have similar meanings, so you can't say that exit and éxito are cognates. Instead, they're false cognates because they sound similar but mean different things.